A video exclusive from The Killers at 12:05. First, a celebration of 4's 25 years. The Big Fat Anniversary Quiz contains some strong language and humour of an adult nature.
He's really good at this brain training. Very clever. That's my boy.
That's what you think.
To the Big Fat Anniversary Quiz. Tonight we're looking back at 25 years of Channel 4 and celebrating some of the most groundbreaking TV of the last quarter century. Channel 4 has always been the thinking man's BBC. If the man in question was thinking, I wish there were more gays and tits on the BBC. Yes, if BBC One was your auntie and ITV was your embarrassing uncle, then Channel 4 was your foul-mouthed art student cousin who'd show you her knickers for a fag. If you want to play along at home, all you need is a piece of paper and a pen, and 6 celebrities. We've got ours, let's meet them. Team 1, from opposite ends of the bipolar spectrum, it's Alan Carr and Jack D. On Team 2, we've got the slender sexbot, who proves you can be middle-aged and still sexy, it's Frank Skinner. With him, the woman every man would love to take into Dictionary Corner and give a consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Kiss. Kiss, it's Carol Vorderman. And finally, 2 crazy party animals who make Amy Winehouse and Pete Doherty look like lightweights. From the IT crowd, it's Richard Ayoade, and from everything else, it's David Mitchell. Now, I'm presuming you've come up with some pub quiz team names. Alan, Jack, anything?
Well, we thought of Cardies. Did you get it?
Cardies?
Yes.
I quite like the Cardies.
And D, Cardies, the Cardies. And then I said that to you earlier, and you sort of looked at me as if that was rubbish.
Yeah.
So I then said to you, well, what would you have said? And you immediately said Carjack.
Which is better.
Evidently better,
but you look lovely together. You look 3 drinks away from a civil partnership. He'll warm to you as the show goes on, Alan, don't you worry. Carol and Frank, what have you got as a team name?
We thought A and D. Because it turns out, not only on the same team, we live in the same flats.
We live in the same block of flats, you see.
Is this a sitcom that you're planning? This is actually happening in real life?
This is the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it might be the first time that's ever happened.
He's got a pervy telescope in his flat, and he can spy on everyone through his pervy... Have you not got a pervy telescope?
No, I have a telescope.
It's a pervy telescope.
Which I use for, you know...
Purposes of what?
No, well, I can see your flat, but I can honestly say I have never looked through Carol's window with my telescope, ever.
No, because he's got the pervy internet.
I'll tell you what you look like. You look like someone... I hope you don't mind me saying this, Frank, but you look like someone that's gone on wife swap and hit the jackpot. That is what it looks like.
How dare you?
It looks like you going, I'm never going back.
Well, maybe I can say at this point something I've long thought, that you look like someone who's just taken their spectacles off. You know, when spectacles... I don't mean this unkindly, Jimmy, but when spectacles wearers take their spectacles off and their eyes look like they're not used to being out there on the surface.
If only he was wrong, I'd come back. Thanks very much. Richard, David, what team name do you have?
We didn't think this through properly.
No.
Because we thought if we were in the middle of the 3 teams, we could call ourselves Team 3 in a way that would be annoying, and therefore, in some way at that point, we thought good. But now we're on one end.
We could
so
be one.
We could be one, but
or
that
three.
would just... But it maybe we are actually
So we're-
officially 1 or 3.
We're 50% irritating.
Yeah.
This is them thinking about it live, if you're interested.
This makes you appreciate why we're in scripted stuff, generally.
Yeah.
The main aim
I
of
was
this
just-
section.
Yeah, we just turned up fully in the expectation that words would start to scroll in front of our eyes. And, you know, there's some fault.
I think you should be the It Boys, because you're in the IT crowd, and you were
Yeah.
it throughout your school career, I imagine.
Why don't we call ourselves the specky, nerdy fucknuts? And be done with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the specky nerdy fucknuts. Right, let's get on with the quiz. Channel 4 is proud of broadcasting many water cooler moments, but what exactly is a water cooler moment? Well, it's a moment on TV that prompts discussion the next day. For example, tomorrow morning, 2 girls might meet at the water cooler, and one might say to the other, "Did you see that Jimmy Carr on TV last night? He's dreamy." And the other one would say, "I think you might be dehydrated. Have some water from the water cooler." Here's a reminder of some of Channel 4's most talked about shows.
The countdown starts now.
It's the Big Breakfast here on Channel 4 live at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm Chris.
And I'm Gabby.
Got a long way to go before you catch up with.
Where are you going?
Helicopter? No, I'm just getting his telephone number, that's all.
What do you do, swallow it? Next week, in my office, officially, you'll have to interview. Okay.
I knew it was going to be tough, and I thought I was going to be much better than this.
Would you like me to be the cat?
No firing squad. No torture or retribution. No bloodshed. A very British coup, wouldn't you say?
This is a straight geezer from the suburbs.
I know! It's amazing, isn't it?
And if you toss that fucking cabbage once more, I'm going to ram up your ass, okay?
Eyes down, let's get on with the quiz. Question number 1. Have a look at this clip of Ollie Reed's legendary appearance on After Dark.
So, therefore, to get away from it, I've got to... I'm really shut away, big tits. All I've got to do... All I've got to do, what he's got is a problem with me. Yes. If we're going to knock each other out, we've got half an hour to talk about that. If that's got to get involved with sexuality or where our tits lie, that's okay. I don't want to be a chicken ass.
It can move from one to another by the mechanism of projective identification, in which it gets in from one person to another. And this is a very important...
It's a great little smile at the end, isn't it, with the gin? Ah. OK, apart from continuing to address her as Big Tits, what did Ollie go on to do to feminist writer Kate Millett, which forced the host to ask him to leave?
What did he do?
So what did Ollie Reed do to Kate Millett?
He went away and he came back and he kissed her.
It was a great moment, though, wasn't it?
He's amazing.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be one of the truly rare clips of him sober.
OK, right, fine. For our next question, it's over to the gorgeous Anna Friel.
Hello, Jimmy. So you may remember back in the days of Brookside, I did something very, very naughty. Yes, I murdered my father and buried him under the patio. But the question is, can you tell me what was his name?
Is it me, or is it her saying, "I killed my father"? Very, very naughty. A little bit sexy.
She's lovely, Anna Friel, but she didn't sound like that in Brookside, did she? In Brookie.
In Brookside, she was a lesbian, but I'm reliably informed she is now back on solids. OK, next one. Which notorious wife-swap contestant got in trouble for benefit fraud?
Oh.
She's the one Frank's got waiting at home.
I wish.
Oh, well done.
So I will write down the name of a lady.
OK, right.
He's watched a lot of television.
Raunchy period drama The Chamomile Lawn caused a stir back in 1992. Here's a little taster for you.
Can we stop on the cliff before we get to the house?
Of course.